Soul Garden. Hello, welcome to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Edition. I'm your host of the universe, Christopher Witecki. And if you want a special birthday reading bowl, come on, you like a bargain, this is your last chance. For the next 7 days, I'm giving away a free 30-minute follow-up with every 1-hour reading I sell. So you want to hop on this if you want the bargain, because once the summer hits and Jupiter clicks 13 degrees, honey, I'm going to be working on other things. Just saying. But you can always come down to soulgarden.me. We got the nicest pasture on the internet, the greenest grass, the fattest cows. You want to be there. And we've got a whole staff of people to hang out and get you to your goals. So come on down, bull, and feel what it's like to be in a real pasture. Now, that said, what are the bulls working on? Not fun stuff, really, but although it seems to be working out for me, I must say, that is interfaith. The Tauruses, which went through a rapid interfaith growth last year, from January 2011 to May 2011, it was rapid interfaith growth followed by ego growth. Remember that? Well, you were starting to capitalize or not capitalize on that work. Last weekend, I had predicted a quantum leap in your inner faith, which means you were throwing away a whole reason why you used to have faith and looking for a new reason to have faith. That's what it is. You have faith in the world because no matter what, this will happen. No matter what you know about this about yourself, we all stand on some sort of prudential rock in our psychic sense of awareness. And especially Tauruses, your Aries is in the subconscious, which means you are a warrior subconsciously. Part of Taurus's ability to endure is inside is a warrior. A quiet, peaceful one, but still nonetheless. So as we start on Monday, it is time to start exploring this new interfaith and what the meanings of this is or are. And with Venus ruling the day, it's a day to restore balance and order. So if you went through hell in the last week leading up to that quantum leap of interfaith, Monday you can bring some peace to that. The moon is in Taurus, so it's sunny and cool on Monday. And I think not only are you feeling the new interfaith, but you are feeling the new Taurus. The moon's going to cross over Jupiter, so you are feeling the new Ego 2.0. Jupiter is now 12, actually 12 degrees, so it is farther than it has ever been in 12 years in the Taurus. So Tauruses are really seeing some new interesting developments going on by this point, and you are feeling those developments on Monday. That's Venus there, by the way. Now, this grand trine is going to break apart later this week. This has been a big reason why we have seen changes, contracts ending, marriages starting, things being sold and bought, and all that sort of thing. This is Pluto saying you're going to step away from what you used to believe. So we're stepping away from what you used to believe. Mars retrograde, we're putting some finishing touches on your inner child's hopes and dreams and what you really want to manifest with your heart, including true love. All this works together into the new Taurus upgrade. So a lot of cool stuff. We'll talk more about this in the next day. This red line is actually fear. And, you know, Tauruses are know-it-alls. We know that, right? And that means that it's not easy for us to step out and say we don't know. But that's kind of the new Taurus. The new hip Taurus doesn't know. And these fears are the fact that you are operating in new territory and you don't necessarily know and you're used to knowing. So you have to get over that fear. On Tuesday, it's a spiritual day. You lose the moon out of your sign, Neptune rules the day, and the universe blesses us with a yod. What is a yod? Well, they call it God's finger, the finger of God. So yes, God does give people the finger. In this case, God is giving the finger in this direction, which this is technically not a yod because the planets need to be conjunct more, but I think it is a dilated yod. That's something I just came up with. I really think it's dilated. What this is saying is, this is very important, right? Everything that it's pointing to is very important. For you, this is twofold. On the one hand, a new interfaith breaking. On the other, well, since I'm more confident and since I have better interfaith, maybe I haven't quite marketed myself correctly to the world. So last minute marketing options. Who are your friends? Who are not your friends? Friends coming back, figuring things out. Now that you're not afraid, well, what does that mean for your social life, reputation, and brand? That's really what the yacht is about. All the while, intuitively, we're logging with Neptune. And the moon moves into Gemini, so Tauruses shift their focus to business on Tuesday, even though it's a little bit of a cloudy day. Now, don't forget, we do have office hours, our Soulmart office hours, live with practitioners at 11 a.m. Pacific on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this is one of the many benefits of being a member of the SoulGarden.me tribe. But you can come on down, you can get on webcam. We even have an iPhone application now. So if you don't have a webcam, your iPhone can log in. How cool is that? So come down, we'll talk about it, meet our great, fabulous practitioners, and get some things off your chest, or network or elbow in the chat room with me or someone else. It's a lot of fun. All right, so moving to Wednesday, things shift, they get sharp again, and it's decision day. Wednesday is a time to decide. What you're deciding is to officially step away from the old weeds and the old interfaith mechanism. Now, I actually don't have any weeds in this particular transit. Of course, I'm pushing 40, so I've been working for a long effing time on this stuff. At least it feels like it. But you might be pulling weeds, so for young Tauruses, this might be, interfaith may mean you face your fear of the dark, or you face your fear of men, or you face your fears. For those of you who are in your mid-30s, 40s, this might be building a new interfaith, not based on always being worried, but based on you're going to build this house, this empire, this marriage, this family on this rock of Gibraltar. So decision time is to step away from the old faith or to step away from the old fears. And strangely enough, you'll also be making some decisions in society with Mercury retrograde on that day too. Decision day. Emotions focused on money and productivity for the bulls on Wednesday. Then Thursday, it's time to act. Mars rules the day. It's time to take action. Let's move forward. Let's do stuff. There's going to be a lot of aggressive vibration on the planet, and we are breaking through fears. That's what these red lines are, fears that we're breaking through. Notice Pluto at 9 degrees, the Sun at 9 degrees. This square, which you've been looking at for like 3 weeks, finally comes to the top of the roller coaster. This is the fear of you not knowing enough to do what you want to do. Screw that. Fake it till you make it. And then this square here is between your ability to pay for it. Can I do it? Do I have the confidence? Yada, yada, yada. Again, tying into stepping away from your old faith into your new faith. So it is a day of breaking free. I don't think it'll be a problem. Now, for those of you who are watched over by me in the Guardian Agency, I will be sending out personal texts on Thursday that go back to your original natal chart and talk about the hero story in you. What does your story of courage, what do you say to yourself to resurrect or bring courage up? Resurrect, that's kind of funny little Jesus joke right there. Nonetheless, I'll be sending those out for those watched over. Membership to GA does have a lot of privileges. Then moving on to Friday. Finally, Friday happens, and whoa, Nelly, if the universe wasn't funny as it was, giving us the finger earlier, now God gives us another finger, a second yacht. Earthlings, get it, look at this. Saturn retrograde is the pointed planet. This is a true yacht. It goes to one planet. If you've been watching long enough, you know how rare yachts are for us to talk about. The Saturn retrograde in Libra means that now that you have stepped in this new interfaith and you've started to move forward with this new idea of interfaith, some lifestyle changes might have to be made, okay? So you might have to change your health or rebalance something, or now that you have pure faith of being a vegetarian, you got to go ahead and sell that whole cattle ranch. Lifestyles change as a result of interfaith change, and you got 2 days to do it, says the odd, okay? So the odd is pushing hard. You finally are breaking over this whole fear of not knowing everything. That's good. And the final thing I want to point out was Pluto versus the moon. The moon is in Gemini, so you're feeling kind of soul capitalism. Then the moon will start to move into Cancer, so you're starting to get kind of pensive and heady. All of that is balanced against the whole, I don't know enough, I don't know enough. So let go of all that and realize it's triggering you in these two areas, and you just need to jump free of it, right? Now, don't forget, if you were a little lonely during all this finger pointing from God, come on down to SG Live. Carolyn Nagel and I are live at 11 a.m. Pacific. We're talking about Aries, and we've got special guest Bernadette Morgan, our Zodiac Director for the Aries Rams. She's out in Europe, and she'll be giving us some pointers on how to be a Ram. Not only that, we always have live chat, and we're talking deep about the topics that I can only talk 11 minutes on in these horoscopes. So come on down. If you can't make it for the live chat, well, come on down anyways, because we do record it. You can listen to it at your leisure. Then comes the weekend. Really, it's the shake off Saturday. We're going to shake it loose Saturday. We were kind of shaking things off. The image in my head when I look at this these planets is a wet dog shaking off the water, because after 3 major grand aspects and 2 yods, it's finally time to slow down and just coast in Aries for one. Coast 104. So what that means is, on the one hand, finish the freaking yacht. The universe has got the yacht for one more day. If you haven't balanced your life, if you haven't made lifestyle changes for the faith, do it and do it now. The soul pyramid breaks. See this? Jupiter and Mars, they've been broken. They're not touching anymore. They're not kissing. So what that means is they kind of shake loose. It creates little spiritual earthquakes. Might have a little ego flare up there for the Tauruses once this soul pyramid breaks, where you just kind of act like a jerk or overcompensate or put your foot in your mouth or accidentally buy some major property and then want to take it back. You know, just crazy Taurus stuff. We're throwing down $1 million for something we can't afford. That's crazy Taurusness when you spend crazy money, right? And then Mars retrograde is, could be a temper tantrum. Inner child might throw a temper tantrum once it is free from this. This is just the effect of being tied down in a straitjacket and let loose suddenly. It's just a natural reaction. You'll see. See what I'm talking about. But Chiron rules the day, so no matter what happens, by the end of the day, Saturday, it is about finding harmony, finding integrity, and restoring integrity between inner and outer world, which is what the number 11 is about, inner and outer world. The moon is still in Cancer, definitely triggering mind games, although in chapter 3, not a big deal, but watch the mind games on Saturday. Then Sunday, oh, it's a cheery day. It's actually nesting and resting for the Tauruses. They return to their castle known as Leo. So emotions in Leo means that Tauruses need to rest. They need to recharge their emotions. It's a family day. It's the people you only care about the most, people with top-level securities, I've been saying in these horoscopes. And the sun is ruled by Jupiter, so you're optimistic, you're looking at the new potentials of interfaith. What does this mean now that I have this faith? Now that I have this rock-solid confidence, what does this mean? So Sunday's a philosophical, reflective day at home. All right, Taurus, that's all I have for your 7-day forecast, but I'll see you online or somewhere. Good luck with those yads, and I'll see you in 7 days. Live, love, be.